Ha! That's real good news. Some of the highest numbers I've ever seen. Yeah. 4 threes. Synchronicity. Alright. That's a very good sign. I think that means we're back in business. I have no idea how long I was absent. I wasn't looking at the redness that was flatlined. So this is most likely an entirely new video, and that's just fine because I kind of ruined the last one. Try not to do the same this time around. And I wish I didn't have to censor myself. I wish I could be proud of the stuff that I have to censor. I wish I could live up to the stuff I have to censor. I wish it wasn't so unbelievable to people. Like, oh, you telling me the Bible meant something? Like, as if that's bad, you know? It's just, it does quite a number on the old kielbasa there, and the noodle. I don't know what people wanted to happen, or whatever. I have a steadily growing list of proverbs, Bo's proverbs. I'm not gonna recycle some old name. Bo's my name. Bo Brady's my name, and I like that one. And I don't think I'm some dead guy. It was interesting hearing the opinion of some magical voice about who I was in a past life, and it seems to fit my character and personality pretty well, and birth time and all kinds of stuff. It seems, it seems to jive pretty well, but I'm not changing my name. I like me. You should like me too. And even if you never heard that other shit, matter of fact, I prefer it if people kind of, I don't mind being looked down on for it sounding crazy, but I wish I didn't have to be that for people to take me seriously. But apparently I do. Who knew? But I don't know. So one of the proverbs that I think is going to be in some future book of Proverbs, if prophecy is any indication, what did you expect? Someone was going to wave a wand and force you to be grateful? Like, it's a pretty good one. Yeah, I thought it up. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I'm proud of it. Why wouldn't I be? Because it's simple. The truth always is simple. And yeah, and is that what people wanted? To be forced to be grateful, or to be forced to like their life and everything? Like, because we're supposed. That's what we're here to do, is to choose whether or not we're grateful or not, whether or not we, this is, they call it third density. Yeah, you can't force someone to make that choice for you. And that's what they're talking about when they say separating the weed from the chaff, or the wheat from the chaff. 2 men will be in the field, 1 will be taken, 1 will be left. 2 women will be grinding, 1 taken, 1 left. And considering the Mandela effect seems to be a temporary blending of timelines, it seems like now is probably the most crucial time, more than ever, to make sure you're the one that's taken and not left. Because if you're left, you're going to experience some horror show shit. But that's where the idea of the rapture comes from also. But it's also not the way people are thinking. It's not going to be like, oh, you're here 1 second and then you disappear the next. It's more subtle, and that makes sense. Things don't have to be all supernatural and spectacular and a spectacle for it to be still true. The symbolism, everything, it still means something. It's just not the way we expected it. And why would it be? Like, who really thought that there was going to be some horse rider descending from the clouds? Who there's symbolism, and that makes sense. And sure, there's different ways to interpret the symbolism. That I don't have any problem with that, but still, the general themes remain, which is why it's not that unthinkable to be able to unify all spiritual teachings and look for the commonalities there rather than bickering over the differences. For example, Jehovah's Witnesses, they have a whole new religion, and people don't even know that they're Christians because of this. The one sticking point is, well, we don't think he was hung on a cross. We think he was hung on a stake. That makes more sense. So therefore we have a whole new religion to add to the 33,000 or some odd religions that are already around. That's bullshit. That's stupid. That's retarded. Right? I mean, I can't be the only one who thinks that. That's not healthy. People actually go to war and justify killing people because of differences as small as that. But they're basically agreeing on everything else. That's bananas. But anyway, the Jews, when they killed Jesus, the Messiah Jesus he didn't fit certain things that they were looking for. They were looking for a warrior, a war hero type of guy, and he was a peaceful dude. So they're like, it couldn't be him. Well, there was supposed to be two. There was one, a suffering Messiah, and a soothing one, or whatever. So two different ones. And so Muhammad was clearly the one that fit aspects that fit the things they were looking for. But it's never supposed to be known beforehand. It like the Bible says, it'll come like a thief in the night. People aren't going to expect it. Nobody knows the time or day, so it makes sense that it's not going to fit people's expectations. You shouldn't expect them to, But also it just makes more sense too. Like, think about it. Is some superhero that just starts laying down the law and telling you how it's going to be from here on out? Would that make sense? A. B. Would it make you feel any more worthy or redeemable yourself? By saying I can't possibly be, you're also saying you can't possibly be, because every time you point the finger, three more pointed back at you. And no, I'm not better than anybody, but I'm also not any magnitude worse than anybody also. So by saying I can't, you're saying you can't either. And why would you do that to yourself? You understand? It makes more sense to be a normal dude with normal flaws, because he's supposed to be compassionate and a just person and stuff. So it should be somebody that has natural human tendencies and can relate and understand. You shouldn't expect it to be some Superman. Okay, that's not. It's going to make us. If that really happened, it would make us feel unworthy and just pitiful, like some ants. We don't want to feel that way, do we? So he's a normal person with normal sex birth. And I'm still got my hopes are still high that it's more of a bloodline thing than an individual thing, because that's way too much pressure for one person. But if I have to be the only one talking about it, so be it. Everybody else might be too cowardly if they're also having these same experiences that I've been having. I mean, it seems like some people are, but they're not. They just know not to cross the line, and I don't see lines. That's my strength and my weakness at the same time. You understand? Anywho. I got too much on the brain right now. But I'm here. I didn't die. I'm not in a barrel in Mexico yet. And there's really no point investigating if I do disappear. Because just know that my suffering's over and I'm home. Yeah, I'm not. If somebody wants to whack me, please just be considerate and make it quick. Because I don't like being tortured. Neither would you. So don't do that shit, please. Let me know what you think down below. I'll try to make it a point to live stream more often so people don't think terrible things. Hasta mañana.